our number 7 now, has not played 1 minute of football this year.
How did he get
He
it?
gave himself surgery.
No,
Pogba.
see, we're being ridiculous.
I didn't vote
He gave
for Pogba.
himself
We're being
surgery.
ridiculous. You put him in the list?
Bud had
Go
him,
to hell.
Bud had him
Go to hell.
bleeping high.
Yeah, I had him bleeping high for a bleeping
Paul
reason.
Pogba, 21 votes.
What for?
21 points he got?
He got 21 points.
I didn't vote for Pogba.
Nice.
Or
Cuz,
if I did,
cancel the
maybe
whole show right now.
What
Cancel
for?
the show.
What for?
How can Pogba... You just said Thiago deserved to be at what?
10.
Yeah.
At what? At 9?
Yeah.
10. You said Thiago deserved to be 10, but you voted Pogba.
Pogba was Bud's number 3.
Oh my God. Go to
Deservedly.
hell.
This is collective voting, so it's not just Bud voting for him. You do
Jeremy,
realize this?
MJ, Samuel did not have him.
No way.
Exactly.
No,
Leon
you know-
Mitchell did
having
not
him.
have him.
Yeah.
We're not having Pogba.
MJ, Mitch had him 4.
Look, for
I'll
me,
tell you.
You look
I'll
who
tell
you're
you
grouped
why.
with.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
tell
I
you
think Denai
why.
had him 2 as well.
Denai had him 1.
I'll tell you why.
This is
Pogba
absolutely
there.
ridiculous. This is the big end. This is the big end. This is the ultra football app. Remember?
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. You're back with Let Him Shoot. Look where we are. I know.
Jeez.
I know you like the old studio, but we thought we'd mix it up this week. Tell them where we are.
Guys, get the cow on my level because I'm raising the stakes. This is Let Him Shoot TV at Ultra Football Melbourne, the
That's
home
football
of football in Australia. Come on, this place is a masterpiece.
That's to be Bud's new home.
Yeah.
You happy to be here or what?
Am I happy to be here? Am I happy to be here? Of course I'm fucking happy to be here. What the hell you saying, man?
Hell yeah, baby.
Yo, this place is crazy.
Nah. Hey,
Football boots, everything.
check out the gums, everything. Look what they
Supplied us with a bit of
Come
gear.
on. Look what they put us in.
This is, it's not your usual Let Him Shoot episode. This is a bit upgraded.
Yeah, a bit special
Permanent as well.
It's
It's
an
a bit
Ultra
special.
Football studio. We're here, coming to you live. And World Cup inspired kits. So we're going to do a World Cup inspired episode. But before we get into it, Bud, tell them what to do quickly.
Guys, we're going to be at you every week. We're going to be on everyone until they do this. Like, share, subscribe, notification bell. Thursday night, we always upload. What else do you need?
Let's go. And let's get into it. So Ultra Football, we're here. They gave us the World Cup gear. So we're going to do a World Cup. We did a collective top 10 midfielders going to the World Cup list. We got the data together from not just us four,
Not just who you
but
see on camera.
all of the Let Him Shoot peoples. So we got votes from Jack. We got votes from RA Skills. We got votes from RA Skills' younger brother. We got votes from Critch. We got Denai's votes in here. We got everyone's votes.
Rinsler.
And so they've all voted their top 10 midfielders that are going to the World Cup. So we've made them into the list, and we're going to go through from 10 to 1 who we've got as our collective Let Him Shoot list. So we got to live with
A couple times we've done collective lists, man. I have not been happy.
And it hadn't ended well.
It hadn't ended well. So I hope everyone came correct this time. We're not messing around. Let's
Facts. So we'll get into it. So
Let's go.
just, do you guys want to... I'll give you a couple players that missed out on the list.
Yeah, let us honourable
Alright,
mentions.
just honourable mention. There was one person who voted for Bruno Fernandes. Sorry, RA Skills wouldn't do that. It was Bedrelled Abbas,
Hey, man, I got you.
who had Bruno Fernandes as his number...
6.
Oh. He had him at his number
6.
4. No, he had him at his number 4 in his list. Yeah, he had 7 points. Bud had Bruno Fernandes at his number 4, and that's the only person who voted Bruno. So
Jeez.
Bud's number 4 is not on the list.
Oh my
Is that a
God.
howler though?
It's a
Like,
howler.
to not be on the list or to vote for him?
I think, I didn't have him at all.
No, nobody else had him.
No way I'm
Only
having
one
him over
person.
the place we got in there.
Interesting.
Hey, man.
Bruno's not getting near this list.
The person
cuz.
who had the lowest amount of votes who received a vote was Milinkovic-Savic, who I think Mitch and Riley had, if I'm correct. Bud and Riley. Bud and
Yeah,
Mitch.
I had him.
Bud and Mitch had him.
Yeah.
So sorry, RA Skills. Yeah.
Milinkovic Savage, like it's cool that you said him, but he's not getting near
There's
the
a
list.
couple players that missed out. I'll give you another one that missed out quickly, who had 11 votes, just missed out, and it was Pedri.
How's he missed out?
He was in my list.
Deservedly. He missed out
That's my question.
deservedly.
How is Pedri missed out?
If Bruno's missing out, why should
I
That's
don't even remember.
ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
That's ridiculous. Pedri has been one of the best midfielders in La Liga for all of last season and this season.
Pengus Tekers had him 9.
Yeah, he has to be in the list.
9, and Mike had him 8.
He has to be in the
There's a
list.
reason why no one else voted
Oh,
for him.
RA Skills might have had him as well.
And Riley had him as well.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Riley had him 8 as well.
But in terms of influence, I mean,
Man.
we've seen it at international level.
Man.
So let's get into the list. We've got a tied 10th spot. We'll start off.
Okay.
So the two players we've got is Tchouameni and Thiago. How do you guys feel?
Really?
Thiago from Liverpool.
Thiago from Liverpool.
Don't do that. Don't do that. What are you
Jeremy
doing?
had him 10. Samuel had him 10, I think.
Who?
Did you have Thiago?
I didn't have him 10. I had him higher than 10.
He should have been.
there we
Yeah,
go.
he would have been high.
Yeah.
There we go.
List.
A couple people had him.
I can see Samuel beam MJ some more money.
Thiago is one of the best midfielders in the world.
I didn't vote for him, but I agree. I just think if you look at the Spanish team and the midfielders,
Does he
they-
start for Spain?
That's what I mean. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, right now, is he starting?
Pedri starting
I
over
had,
him.
him, I had him 7.
Pedri, who didn't make the list, is starting over him.
Yeah,
I had him 7%.
and that's how I looked at it, and that's why he's not in my team. Not because of his quality; it's more if he's actually going to play.
Yeah,
And also,
And
he
is
hasn't
he
been
gonna
playing this
perform?
year, so it's understandable people didn't put him in.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, good player, obviously, but it's just the injuries. You're kind of like, come on, man.
I completely disagree. I think he belongs on this list and he deserves to be. Tchouameni, I didn't have on my.
Tchouameni, I also didn't have.
I didn't have on my
I
list.
think I voted for Tchouameni.
I think I'm not angry.
had Tchouameni
I'm not
at
angry
9.
if he's in. Yeah, I'm not angry if he's in the 9 or 10 spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I think if you look at the France team, as much as Pogba's quality, he hasn't played this year really, and he's coming back from injury. So what Pogba are we going to get?
Yeah, nah.
So
And no
I
Kante
think
as well.
Tchouameni might step up into
No Kante at the World
Yeah.
Cup as well, so he's gonna
I
have to
think
step
he might
up.
have to step up.
But he's the perfect player to step in.
yeah.
So no stress at all there for France.
Definitely. Yeah.
Facts.
Let's go.
We'll go to number 9 because those are our joint 10s.
Oh, so it's
had
not 10 and 9.
No,
yeah,
they
we
were
have 11
10s.
players. All right.
They were
Oh,
both
okay.
10s.
That's
all
better.
right.
I like that.
So number 9, it's a player that Jeremy had quite high. Jeremy had him in the number 6,
Oh,
which is pretty high.
Talk about himself.
You know, Jeremy had him in the number 6.
Not I. Weird people.
Fede
do that.
Valverde
What? At 9?
he's in at 9.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he was my number 3 on my list.
Samuel had him at 3. He
I
received.
considered him more of like a.
He only received 2 people's votes. And it was Jeremy and Samuel who had Fede Valverde. But Samuel had him so high that it made him
It
up the
bumped him
list.
up.
He's
bumped him up
probably
the list.
Yeah.
he's probably the most informed player in the whole world at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, I looked at him more as like
Wide.
a wide player.
I think he does
Not to say
play
that
wide
he
for
is or
Madrid.
he isn't, but that was my view
But
of why I didn't even.
I looked at it
put
as
him in the
though
list.
he's playing for Uruguay in this World Cup and he's going to be their best player, their number 8, like their best midfielder. And for me, at the moment, he's one of the top
Absolutely.
performing-wise,
Absolutely.
5 best players in the world. At the moment.
Valverde is incredible.
Yeah,
he's
he is.
incredible.
100%.
And in the last 2 years,
Where he's come
improved
from.
his game so much. He's added goals.
I completely forgot about him actually.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of him more of like MJ say, wide, starting wide, high right, but obviously coming in.
This is what's
Yeah.
happening
But wow.
with collective lists,
Yeah,
man.
he
They're
only got
very-
in the list because Samuel had him so high. Otherwise, he
But
wouldn't
no,
have missed out.
I definitely rate him.
Bro,
Fede.
good
I
save,
love
man.
Fede, man.
Netflix,
Yeah, he had to be
not
in the
Netflix.
list.
TikTok would have been on our ass, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
bad.
Facts. Number 8. Above Valverde, which is very strange to me.
Oh, here we go.
He got votes from almost everyone. Nobody had him too high. I think the highest person had him in the 6th spot or the 5th spot, so it wasn't too
yeah.
bad. But it's Jude Bellingham.
Jude.
Are we saying that Jude Bellingham is better than Valverde?
See, for me, Jude Bellingham slots perfectly into the 10 or 9 spot, but because Valverde has been stitched up into the
I think
9
that's what
spot,
it is.
our whole list is just out of skewed.
Bud had Bellingham 8.
But it's not. It's
Riley
not a
had
bad.
Bellingham 7.
It's not a bad spot for Bellingham. 8.
I think
Yeah.
8
What's
is good.
in 8?
Jack had Bellingham. Jack didn't have Bellingham.
I didn't have
Oh,
Bellingham.
my-
Really?
The only reason why is
Samuel had him 10.
I had him 10.
for me, it's about is he going to start? I don't
think he has
is.
to.
I think he has to. If I'm picking the English
Mitch
squad,
had him the
he's
highest.
straight in there. But it's like, is he going to play?
I think he
And how
will.
realistic is it?
I
that
think he will.
I
Do you
think he
reckon
will
he'll
start, definitely.
Yeah, I think
Who's
him
it- who's
and
gonna
Rice
be in the
will start
midfield?
next to each other.
Yeah, like Sam said, I think it'll be Rice and Jude together.
Is Bellingham better than the players who we have
I think-
put? below him. Tchouaméni, Thiago, Valverde.
See, we're being ridiculous.
Are all below.
That's
If Bellingham
Bellingham.
over Thiago is ridiculous.
That's why, for
Tchouaméni,
me,
I'm
I'm like,
not.
I don't know
I'm
if
not
he's
angry
in
about.
this.
The thing is, with Thiago, we're comparing his old time and what we know him for.
Nah, but
compared
even
to
this year,
Jude
every
now,
time
though.
he plays,
I
he's
think
so good.
But Jude has also been very good this year.
Jude has been very
He
good.
has.
And I'm
So-
not angry about his positioning. I'm just angry about the players that he's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's so far so good, except Valverde because no one voted for him.
Yeah.
But I think he does belong above Tchouaméni and
And
Thiago.
there was other players that we didn't even name that didn't make the list. Rodri.
Didn't make the.
Rodri.
Oh, shit.
I'll tell you some more players that didn't make it, and just know that Bellingham is this high. Rodri.
Who didn't put Rodri? I just have a question for you
I
guys.
didn't.
You didn't put Rodri
I
on your
didn't have
list
Rodri.
by accident?
Only 2 people voted for Rodri, and it was you and someone else.
Yeah.
How can the best DM in the whole...
And RS
You
was
had
younger
him?
brother.
Yeah, I had him at 4, I think.
Jeez.
How can you be the best DM in the whole world? You're the best DM in the whole world, and you don't get
you're making a point, but
and you don't get into
when
the
I
list.
think of Rodri, I think there's players that can do a lot more.
Yeah.
And his
And
job.
that's why.
in his position, he's the best in the world.
I think his job's a bit easy though.
Shout out Galacticos podcast. They said, what did he say? Rodri, he's a passenger.
Thank you. His job
Say
is
thank
easy.
you.
Hey, his job's
Stupid,
easy.
man. It's stupid. We're being stupid.
Realistically, the
Stop.
reason, sorry,
Stop.
but the reason that
Yeah.
there's players above Rodri is because I think there's players that in that system or in different systems can do a lot more than Rodri can
100%.
do.
Yeah.
Rodri's a great player in a great team.
Absolutely.
But I think if you want to isolate players and not just view them in
Yeah.
their club side,
Yeah.
I think there's players that are better.
Exactly. And when your team has 100% possession, shit's easy for you.
This
You
is
can do whatever you
ridiculous.
want.
Bruno Guimaraes didn't make the list. Jeremy
Really?
and Mike had him.
I didn't
Nobody
vote
else.
him.
Ooh.
I thought for sure in that Brazil squad, Casemiro is looking to be on the decline a little bit.
Casemiro, another one.
It's his time to step up.
Yeah, Casemiro should not be in that list.
Busquets, another one.
Yeah, good. Finally, that Busquets talk is out.
Listen,
I mean,
so
he's 35. Give him a break.
Yeah,
that's our number 8,
yeah.
Bellingham. Our number 7 now has not played 1 minute of football this year.
How did he get
Can't
He
into
gave himself surgery.
Oh,
No,
Pogba.
see, we're being ridiculous.
I didn't vote
gave
for
himself
We're
Pogba.
being
surgery.
ridiculous. You put him in the list?
Bud had
Go
him,
to hell.
Bud had him
Go to hell.
bleeping high.
Yeah, I had him bleeping high for bleeping
Paul
reason.
Pogba, 21 votes. He
What
can-
for?
He,
21 points he got?
he got 21 points.
I didn't vote for Pogba.
Nice.
Or
Cuz,
if I did,
cancel the whole show right now.
What
Cancel
for?
the show.
What for?
How can Paul... You just said Thiago deserved to be at what?
10.
Yeah.
At what? At 9?
Yeah.
10. You said Thiago deserved to be 10,
Bud,
but you voted
Pogba was Bud's number 3.
Oh my God. Go to
Deservedly.
hell.
Deservedly.
Go to hell.
Deservedly.
Go to hell.
You wanted to put
Go to
Pedri?
hell.
What was Pedri for you?
He was
to
RA
hell.
skills
What
10.
was Pedri?
9.
9.
Yes.
He was
here.
Jack's 5. No,
Oh
6.
my God,
Jack
Jack.
6.
This is collective voting, so it's not just Bud voting for him. You do
Jeremy,
realize this?
MJ, Samuel did not have him.
No way.
Exactly.
No,
Leon
you know-
Mitchell
not
did not have him.
Yeah.
We're not having Pogba.
MJ, Mitch had him 4.
Look, for
I'll
me,
tell you.
You look
I'll
at
tell
your
you
group
why.
tweet.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
tell
I
you
think Denai
why.
had him 2 as well.
Denai had him 1.
I'll tell you why.
This is
Pogba
absolutely
there.
ridiculous.
You know what Pogba's like when he plays for France.
Absolutely.
This is ridiculous.
So why should there be any talk
All right,
about
then
why he
we'll-
shouldn't be on this
we'll
list?
base
You know
it-
his ability.
We'll base
when he
it on
plays.
their World Cup history then. We'll
This
do
is
that.
a
We'll
World
just
Cup
make that.
draft, though.
We'll make that.
It's
we'll
not
make that
Premier
the
League
thing.
draft. It's
Then
not
why
club
the hell is
football draft.
Busquets in this? Why the hell is other players that played well in
You
other
didn't
World
vote
Cups
for
not in
Busquets
it?
yourself.
That's what I'm saying, you
Exactly.
idiot.
It's your
If
fault.
If I
It's your
agreed,
own fault. You
if
didn't
I
vote for
agreed
your
with
player.
that stupid stance
I'm
you
going.
have,
It's not stupid.
it is
How's
stupid.
it stupid?
So we're putting players who haven't played a single
So,
game this
so-
whole year.
so
He
apparently
hasn't
you
played a
Pogba
single
is
game.
shit.
He hasn't played a single game.
So why should he be taxed on that?
What do you
I
mean?
think he should be
It's
taxed.
based on their form coming into
hasn't
the
played.
tournament.
He hasn't played a minute.
He hasn't
Yeah.
played a single
football.
second.
He hasn't played football.
Yeah, a second.
Xhaka would have gone above Pogba on this list for me.
A single second Paul
Personally.
Pogba
No way.
hasn't come in.
And,
this
and
league.
no way.
the thing about Pogba now is he has a lot of competition in that midfield.
A lot.
So for me, it's like before we could have said, okay, he needs
Walking.
to be in the team, but now it's like
Pogba's
they
not-
don't actually need him as much as they did.
Pogba's not
despite
coming
his
in this
quality.
list ahead of Camavinga.
You'll see.
No way.
You'll see when Pogba plays.
This is
You'll see what happens.
ridiculous. This
After
is
World Cup,
ridiculous. It's
when-
ridiculous.
When we sit back here and do
We're
a
not
little
basing
review,
this off his World Cup
Yeah,
performance.
but I'm just gonna
We're
show
basing
you
it off
why.
this season
When you
going
start
into
watching
the World
France
Cup.
play and you see
that's
how
why it's
good
called.
he-
That's why
they
it's
are
called
with him,
Best
you're gonna
players
be like, oh,
going
bud, you were
into
right.
the World Cup.
Oh, bud, you were right.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
man.
That's
Yeah.
stupid. That's so stupid. That's stupid.
It's not stupid.
It's
And
stupid.
we're not arguing his quality is
Yeah.
terrible.
100% it's not.
It's
But
just
I'm
stupid.
just saying.
He hasn't played. We don't know what
He's
to
going-
expect
yeah,
at all.
100%. But how many times has he done this? before
That's
Euros,
stupid.
before
I think this is
World
different,
Cup,
but
I don't care. This
This
is
is a
completely
different
He
level.
hasn't played a minute.
He hasn't
Yeah.
played a minute. It's stupid.
This isn't like
It
he's
shouldn't be.
played every second game. This is
No,
like
it's-
he hasn't played.
No.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, is it realistic to say, okay, he's just going to turn
a
up and be
gamble,
one
yeah.
of the best?
Bud and
It's a
Critch
gamble.
have really
Certain
got
people need to
him
get kicked
high
out
on
of this shit
list.
because that's ridiculous.
It's a gamble, but I think it'll pay off.
It's
I
ridiculous.
guess we'll have to see.
Yeah.
It's not who do you think is going to be the best players in the World Cup. That's
I
not
know
what we're
it's not.
doing. It's who's the best
Yeah.
players going into this World Cup.
Exactly.
So how can you
So
be
he's not one of the best players.
How can he be?
It's not who's the best player. Oh, it's not which players are in form right now going to World Cup.
That's
It's
literally
best
what it's
players
based on.
at the World Cup.
It's best players going into the World Cup, not best players at the World Cup.
It's best players going to the World Cup.
Yeah, going
Best
into the World
players.
Cup.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Going
And
into the
Paul
World Cup.
Pogba
Like
is-
entering Qatar.
All right, so
you think
No,
Paul
when
Pogba's
you
on
enter
that
Qatar,
list? Respectfully,
Pogba should
that's
definitely be on
ridiculous.
that
It's
list.
ridiculous.
all right, boys. Number 6. Number 6.
How is Pogba got
Okay.
on this list?
So, 6 is, I think, a player who having probably his best season in his club's shirt. One of the best DMs in the Premier League. Ghanaian Thomas Partey. Mike had Thomas Partey at 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Christ.
If I'm not mistaken.
Jesus.
You think that's worse than
That's
Pogba going World Cup?
ridiculous. That's
You
ridiculous.
think that's worse than me putting Pogba
If
in?
I'm not mistaken, Mike had him at 2.
I had him pretty high.
Samuel had him, I think, at 6 or
I think I had him
5.
at-
5?
8 or 9?
No,
Samuel,
6. Samuel.
6, yeah.
I had him at 6.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Where he is right now in this list, I think it's
Six.
fair.
No one's
RA
complaining.
Skills didn't even have him.
He's,
God
he's
damn.
doing that
Jack
whole.
didn't
He's
even
doing
have
that
him.
whole ultra wide.
Bud had him at
thing.
9.
Yeah, 9. Yeah.
You had him. Yeah, Leon had it. Leon's
Yeah, I-
about it. This one.
Yeah, it's a bit of Arsenal tax.
Yeah,
But
we can say
yeah,
that.
man.
But I
Deservedly.
think if you look at,
Deservedly.
Do you think that's fair?
It's
Yeah.
tack.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I think what I'm being biased. That's cool, but I think in terms of what he's brought to Arsenal and the success and him staying injury free, I think that's one of the biggest reasons why our level for Arsenal is so high. And I think he shows week in, week out his ability on the ball, his ability off the ball. And for me, it's hard to list how many other midfielders are, one, having that kind of impact for their squad, and two, are at his level consistently. So that was my argument.
Doesn't deserve to be 2, but your argument's good.
So you think
And
5, 6?
I think 5-6 area is
got him
where,
5-6,
where
so I
he's,
can't-
he's meant to
I'll
be.
take that.
Yeah, I like how he just like got us out of the fact he put him 2.
No,
He did it pretty
By
well
saying,
as well.
oh,
he
5,
did it
6?
pretty good as well.
Yeah, 5, 6.
We can
He was
man.
convincing.
I was fully like, yeah.
Mike, tell the camera where you had Partey again.
2.
Number
No, I'll
2.
wear that. I'll wear that.
I hope your fingers are ready.
Born in
for it.
Africa gang, man.
Where'd you put Pogba again?
Yeah.
I put him in the list.
He
Where?
put him
3.
MJ 3.
3, yeah.
And that's
yeah, his is way worse
That's
than yours.
it.
Pogba
So-
hasn't played a single
I
second
don't
of
know.
football.
I don't know. I don't
That's
know if that's
terrible.
worse.
That's ridiculous.
We'll see. TikTok.
Whatever's going on right
TikTok,
now,
you let us know which one is worse.
absolutely ridiculous.
Pogba 4 or 3? No, Pogba 3 or Partey 2. You tell us which one's worse.
It's ridiculous.
We're getting into the top 5 now. Top 5. We're smashing this.
Tough fight.
You guys are in sync,
yeah,
huh?
we're in sync.
We're smashing this. We're smashing it.
When we're not arguing,
Yeah, it's kind of
And
nice.
I don't think we're going to have too much to argue about because this player, almost everybody voted for him, regardless of where they had him. I think if they didn't vote for him, I can check, but there's not going to be too many people that didn't vote him. The number 6 for Bayern Munich.
I had him higher,
Kimmich.
definitely. Kimmich. Did you have him?
I had him, but I was angry with it.
Why? He's extremely good. Performs every single week.
But I had him at 7.
Yeah. I don't watch him enough.
RA Skills had him at 4.
Yeah, I don't watch him enough to be like, you deserve that spot.
He has the, he has the third highest average match rating this season.
Oh, really?
In all of Europe. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like it's not bad having him there. Well, did someone not have him?
No, I didn't have him.
Did someone not have him?
Oh my god, that's why you're sitting silently.
Hold on.
I was looking through the list
That's
and
why
I
you're
scrolled
sitting
to
there
one and I didn't see
silently.
Kimmich's name and I was looking who it was.
I think
Wagman.
I think 5 is a bit low, but I'm not gonna
As in
be
he
too
should be,
angry. I think
like,
you should be in
3,
I
2?
think you should be at 4 or 3 or
Really?
something in that
Champions
area.
League spots.
Yeah.
4 to 6
Really?
for him is all right.
But
Like anywhere between 4 and
So
6.
you think at the very least he has to be in the list?
yes.
What do you think is the lowest place he could be in this
6.
list? And that's fair.
6.
6.
But I hate
So,
it.
and then to that, you just turn to the guy next to you. and ask him how he doesn't make the list.
You know, we should get a little howler
Meter?
meter.
Oh,
And just
meter.
put it-
I'll take it.
because he's put Partey 2, and then he's
Kimmich
gone on
is
and
not
put
in the
Kimmich
list. That's ridiculous.
on the same day, like within
That's
the same
ridiculous.
like minutes. He's gone and taken Kimmich
Collective lists are
and been like, nah. Did you think of Kimmich?
Oh, absolutely.
So that's worse then.
man.
Absolutely.
Do you guys, Mark, I'm going to have to expose you and tell them the players you had above him.
All right.
Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes.
Okay.
Fair enough.
No, it's not fair.
It's not fair enough. It's not fair enough.
Well,
but
I mean,
no,
if
it's
it's
not.
based
He's a good
on-
player.
No,
Was a
no,
good
no.
player.
Stop right
Leading
there.
in,
Good player.
Fair.
Okay. So
It's not fair.
exactly, but we're saying Bruno Guimaraes shouldn't be in this list, correct?
Busquets is it as well.
Bruno shouldn't be in the list, correct?
I don't
Yeah.
think he should be.
I
Yeah.
put him in, but
But his
I'd put
form
him in.
has been good.
yeah.
So the list isn't form of play.
But everyone
He's
else
been
is
one
in
of the
form.
best.
Everyone else is in form.
But he's
Everyone else's form has been incredible. That's
no.
on the
You
list.
can't say everyone.
Except for Pogba, and that's because of some idiots
So what's,
on this
what's
show.
your argument? What's your
I
argument?
don't
I'm
know what
saying
he's
that
arguing.
the list is best players going into the World Cup, and that's why I put Pogba in my team.
Well,
in my
it'd be
list.
a different list if it was the best at their
If it was
best.
just
Are you
the
saying at their
best.
best?
No, I'm just saying best players going to the World Cup. Pogba's going to the World Cup, and he's one of the best midfielders.
So you're
That's
saying
why I
at,
put-
you're saying at his best though.
no. I'm saying best
He's
players.
not playing though.
It doesn't matter though.
Absolutely, it does.
Of course, it matters.
If you're not
We're not
playing,
getting back. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
No,
matter.
no,
We're not
no,
going back.
no,
We're not going
no,
back.
no,
But I'm
no,
just
no.
if
saying.
you're not playing,
Funny.
you're not at your best.
I
Yeah,
agree.
facts.
You can't be in at your best list.
Let's go Champions League spots. Top four.
Top four.
Top four.
Top four.
Top four. I think the top four sort of picks themselves, but the order is going to be a bit wild. Number 4, I completely disagree with this. I had him on my list.
Yep.
But he was 7-ish.
Okay. I think I know who it is.
Number 4 is Frenkie de Jong.
Yeah.
For me, I don't think he's had the impact this season to be this high on the list, especially with the midfielders we've placed below him. I think Valverde's been a lot better than de Jong this year. I think Tchouameni's been better than de Jong this year. I think Pedri's been better than de Jong this year. I think Bellingham has been better than de Jong this year, yet his form from the past 2 years has sort of carried him to this high. If you agree, disagree, let me know.
You guys know I'm one of the biggest De Jong fans. I love this guy. I didn't put him on my list because I felt as though there's in no way, shape or form has he been better than any of the people, bar Pogba, that have been named on this list.
He's been better than Pogba.
De Jong currently does not even get into the Barca starting lineup, firstly. Secondly,
Is that for reasons?
It's
systematic reasons or outside
I don't know.
football reasons?
Xavi doesn't want him to start, but when he has been given the chance, he has been relatively good.
Yeah.
But his performances haven't lived up to form of the last couple seasons, and I don't think at the moment De Jong deserves to be in the top 10 midfielders going into the World Cup. I don't think so.
Mark, you had him at 4, I think.
Yeah.
So this is 4th spot.
I think for me, my argument was in terms of his level, he's up there. I do agree in terms of what he's done this season, but for me, I think it's outside of his footballing ability and more so what's going on with Barcelona, whether he doesn't fit the system that Xavi wants, he's not playing how Xavi wants, or the off-field stuff, the financial stuff. So, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Old mate's shaking his head over there. He's nodding as if he's got something to say.
No. It was just interesting that we say this about this.
See, I
about
kept the
something
same
else.
energy. See that?
Nah, I agree with you. I'm just saying this
Thank
energy
you.
here is a bit booky right now.
Why?
I'm not going to comment. We can talk after. I just don't
No.
want to drag the other
Oh.
part into it.
State your case.
Nah,
if you
it's
disagree.
better I'll say it afterwards because then we got more time. But it's interesting.
Number
Very
3.
interesting.
Let's go number 3. Number 3 is
De Jong in the top 5 is a bit ridiculous.
He's 4th as well.
Very high.
4th. That's very high.
You could swap him and Valverde around. I think
Yeah,
if more
facts.
people didn't
Would
forget
agree
about
that.
him, you
Definitely.
can easily swap them two around.
Number 3.
This is top 3. So this is.
I think the 3.
They.
I don't know. For
know who
me,
they are.
I think it picks itself. But
Yeah.
I think he had his best year in a City shirt last year.
Okay, yep.
Can play in a range of positions,
He's
but
this
he's
high?
going to be the best Portuguese midfielder, I think, going to the World Cup. Bernardo Silva is the number 3.
That's extremely high, I think.
Bernardo Silva is the number 3. If you
That's
want to know who
extremely
got
high,
in
I
there,
think.
Jeremy had him at number 7.
Yep. I think I had him.
No,
around there.
Jeremy had him at 4.
You had him at 4. Bernardo Silva.
Jeremy had him at 4. Bud had him at 6. Mike Mike Jones over here had him at 7, but every single person had him in their list.
I had him at
whether
8.
that was 7 to 5 to 4.
Yeah.
That's what I would've thought.
And that's why he's gotten so high.
Yeah.
Because the other ones, a couple people had them
forget.
high and a couple
Yeah.
people had them low.
Yeah.
But everyone's consistently had Bernardo Silva, which means that everyone rates him.
Yeah.
What your thoughts? You think that's way too high? You think you can understand? Bernardo Silva is he's good.
I think
he's
it's,
incredible.
I don't think it's way too high. I think it's too high. 3 in the top 3 players on this list. I think it's too high.
But
Yeah.
why?
I just don't think he's at the level of the guys below him. Certain guys on this list, I think are high. Valverde for me higher, and that's one I'm going to keep talking about, including this season. Partey higher.
Yeah. I think
So-
yeah, go on.
No, that's all I'm going to say. I don't have too much to say, to be honest. I'm
I think-
just pissed off.
I think the thing with Bernardo Silva is he'll have like maybe 4 good games in a row, and then they'll like bump up his like meter. Like everyone will love him, and then they'll seem to forget about him for a while. And they're the games where he doesn't. I'm not saying he's not performing, but like the hype's gone down, the ratings have gone down in the games and stuff. So it's like it's just he's just up and down. So it's like.
I feel as though it happens though when he's not scoring or assisting, and even with me, I forget about him. But then I'll watch
Exactly.
him.
Yeah.
Like I watched him play against Liverpool the other day, and out of every single City player on the pitch, he was by far the best. So
Exactly. Yeah.
I think things like
think-
that happen.
Yeah, I think his output is consistently the same though. Not so much maybe in terms of his assists,
Yeah.
his goals, but I think in terms of what he does week in, week out, I don't think his level drops too much.
I don't think so as well.
So that's why
Yeah.
for me, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one.
I don't know. I just feel as though it's fair enough to have him 3 because everyone votes him and everyone
Everyone.
rated him.
100%, yeah.
But I just think that for me 3 is too high. But I agree with him being on the list.
I think people do that to him. He doesn't do anything. It's just people like
Yeah.
are the ones that make him like go up and down. It's
Yeah.
not his ability.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, then I guess now you can guess the 2. Because the
two-
1 was unanimous.
one had to be
the 1,
unanimous.
every single person had 1. Nobody was different.
No one had him.
And
two?
nobody had him 2. Everyone had him
Are
1.
you sure? I think Deny made it. I think Deny.
Deny. Oh.
Deny.
Wait, let me check.
Yeah. Check.
Deny had him 4.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he had the 1-4. But anyway, we'll get into the number 2. We'll talk about the number 2, the oldest midfielder on this list.
Crazy, huh?
Probably going to finish his career as a top 3 midfielder of all time.
Yeah.
He should.
The only player on here to have a Ballon d'Or.
Oh
Well,
well. Yeah.
Luka Modric. Luka Modric, for me, even at 38, you see his importance to Madrid. Croatia, he'll be their best player. He is incredible. For me, he's in the top 3 best midfielders ever.
Same.
But his impact, his significance to any team he plays for is I think it's not matched by most players. Where did you have Modric, bud? Do you remember?
2.
2?
Yeah, I had him
Mike?
2.
Maybe check 4, 5.
Okay.
I had him 2, I believe.
8.
I thought Mike was going to say,
I didn't have him.
didn't have
Actually,
him.
he's
Mike
not in my
had him
list.
3. Mike had him 3.
Oh, did I? Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Sammy had him 2.
You had
And I
Modric
him
1
2.
spot under Partey.
Partey's the guy.
Yeah.
I've got to celebrate my players.
You're wearing a Nigerian shirt, man. You're wearing a Nigerian
Arsenal,
shirt.
mate.
Nah. I don't know about that, bro.
But
You guys disagree? You agree?
Nah, 100%.
everyone-
There's
there's
nothing,
everyone
yeah,
has
nothing-
Modric.
nothing's wrong with that.
Talk to me
yeah,
about
doesn't
Modric.
bother.
It's just Deny, bro. That's
Modric, TikTok bait, here you go. Modric, the 3rd best midfielder of all time. Better than Gerrard,
Third of
better
all
than
time.
Lampard, better than Scholes, better than Xavi.
I
Gerrard.
know that one was hard to say.
Yeah, it
Xavi
was. Because I
they've
love
called out.
Xavi.
Yeah.
But Luka Modric, for me, outstanding. What he can do on the football field is very, very, very few players can do. And to the level he does it,
And
extremely,
let's not
extremely
forget,
good.
Remember when he signed for Real Madrid?
Yeah, they put him
They
in.
said one of the worst transfers. No,
Top
the
10.
worst.
He
of
was
that-
number
that
1
year.
in
Yeah.
top 10 worst signings.
For
of that
30 mil as Crazy.
Wow.
Jeez.
Crazy.
Wow.
Wow.
He's given you 10 good years.
Deny, man. What's going on, bro?
Nah. Shout out Luka Modric. Love that guy, man.
The number 1 on our top 10 midfielders going to the World Cup, Ultra Football Special, Ultra Midfielders list, Ultra Techie list. I wish it was Ultra Techie, but Ultra Midfielders list. For me, there's a weird part of me that isn't happy.
Same.
That a
Me
player
too,
like
actually.
this is the one.
Me too. He fully deserves it, but there's a part of me that there's weeks where I watch him play, Kevin De Bruyne we're talking about, where I'm seeing like you're not having that. You do get a couple assists, you do whip in some nice crosses, play in some nice passes to Haaland, but there's times where I'm watching and I'm thinking, you're not having the impact Bernardo Silva's having in this game.
Yeah.
You're not a midfielder who takes players on, dribbles past players. Yes,
He can.
you drive
He
with the
can.
ball.
Yeah, he
and
drives.
he eats up space extremely quickly, and
Yeah,
he's great
he's a
at it,
machine.
breaking lines. Of course, he's number one. Of course, I think he's the best midfielder in the world right now. But
I'm not happy about it.
but part of me just thinks,
I don't want him to be the best midfielder.
Yeah.
But I agree that he is.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
I
He's-
guess that's where the game's gone. Efficiency, man.
He's almost a fake midfielder.
He's a-
Because
He
he
is.
doesn't do the other jobs. Like, he does track back.
He
but I'm
does.
just
He
saying,
does.
like,
He does.
let
He
him
does.
go.
He
Let him
does.
go.
He does.
Let him go.
I'm saying, like, he's in, like,
Tell us.
these jobs that his only job is to play the final ball.
Yeah. Who are you talking about? Tell the camera.
KDB. Your only job, you're really, really, really good at. But it's just like, I'm like, man, like I don't like it. I don't like that.
Really?
I don't like it. Like,
He's very good at everything. I think. I
Definitely.
think that's for me. That's.
No.
I don't think he's obviously
I know.
he specializes
100%.
in final pass, but for
Yeah.
me, he's just very good as an overall midfielder. He is very good under pressure. He's very good whipping
Fake
balls in.
midfielder,
Very
he
good
said.
He's a fake
running
midfielder.
wise. Very good.
he's a fake midfielder. I think he has his own position that he like created that only he can.
I think you're misprofiling him as a number 10, and I think he does get misprofiled as a
No, no,
number
no,
10.
I think
I'm
what
not
he's doing
misprofiling
is a
him.
similar thing to Valverde. That position that he occupies, it's almost as if he'll pull out wide, take that space,
That's what I mean.
but also he can obviously receive the ball in the middle, similar to Valverde. I'm not saying they're the same type of player, but
Yeah.
the positions they occupy
Yeah.
are similar.
I think Valverde is transitioning into that type of player, like De Bruyne, and he's only getting better, and he's only going to be better because his passing range and final pass is getting so much better, and now he can score,
Yeah.
and he's shooting from outside the boxes, left foot, right foot. You've seen,
Yeah, no,
And that's
bad.
De Bruyne special. De Bruyne is a guy who will, when it needs to happen, when he needs to score the goal, when he needs to make the pass, he's making it.
Yeah.
facts.
He's a presence as well.
Like he does what he needs to do, and I think the impact that you have from midfield in terms of numbers is like for such a long time is it can't be.
He's got everything to his
He does.
his
Neglected.
argument. He's got everything to his argument. He's got the numbers.
He's got tech.
He's got the trophy.
He's got tech
He's got
as
the
well.
tech.
Say he does.
Football
He's got the
IQ.
performances. He's
Yeah.
got the IQ. He does both sides of the game.
Yeah.
But
I've got go on.
go, yeah, no.
I've got two questions for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Why is it he is the best, right? Why is it that he doesn't get the same amount of pressure as other great players when they go into World Cups
To perform in big games.
Or
Yeah,
why
that's
is
a good
it?
point.
Because
He's
that
got the
Belgian
squad.
team-
They've got the squad.
exactly the last World Cup, they had everyone was a lot younger. Everyone was in their prime years. How come when they left, when they exited the World Cup, it wasn't a big thing?
I don't. Do you want me to go? I don't think there's ever really a midfielder bar Zidane where they get into a World Cup tournament and
Yeah.
I was
the
about to
team
say,
the
yeah.
team can be reliant on the midfielder.
Yeah.
I feel as though if you're a striker, if you're a winger, it's easier to say this guy should have done better. This
Yeah.
team should have done
I
better.
agree.
But if you're a midfielder, you can still have the influence, the performances, but you just aren't that
yeah.
final guy.
Yeah, facts.
I agree. I think at the end of the day, for midfielders, the result is not reliant on them.
Yeah.
When
Definitely,
midfielders win games a lot of the times, but the media will never say, Spain didn't perform because Xavi wasn't at his best.
Yeah.
It will be
Yeah.
Diego Costa didn't take chances.
Yeah.
Whoever,
David Villa.
Morata
100%.
didn't take chances.
Yeah.
So I think for Belgium, the middle of the pitch isn't where they'll be speculated against it or where there'll be criticism. It'll be Lukaku doesn't take chances up top.
It'll be the
So
back line.
it doesn't matter how reliant they are on De Bruyne, which for
It
Belgium,
should- it
he
should.
is by far their
Exactly.
most important player.
That's
at
why
all
I'm
times.
saying because
It's a good
is
point.
their best player by
No, I
far.
agree, I
It's a
agree.
good point.
It's like-
but I think certain
like, he gets
midfielders
out
get
of
out
it
of
a
it. Midfielders do get out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
But then when they're the best, he's going to be the first
Exactly,
guy
that's
on
what I
the
mean.
sheet, which he should be.
Yeah.
But it should be the same the other way. Whereas
Yeah.
if Brazil don't perform, the first guy that's getting
Not the defenders.
talked about, it's not the defenders, not the midfielders,
Yeah.
it's Neymar.
Neymar.
It's
Yeah.
not the number 9, it's
Yeah.
Neymar.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
certain players get away with it.
But there's our list. I'll quickly run through it again. So tied top 10. Tied 10th was Tchouaméni and Thiago. In front of them, oh my God, I'm going to need to look at the phone.
It was Federico Valverde.
There we go. Valverde. Then above him, Bellingham. Then Pogba. Then Partey at the 6, Kimmich at the 5, De Jong at the 4, Bernardo at the 3, Luka Modric at the 2, and number 1 ultra midfielders list going to the World Cup. Bud, tell them who it was. Fake midfielder.
Fake midfielder has his own position. KDB. The general.
Guys, you know, that wraps up a good episode, a great episode at Ultra Football. You know where I'm going? You know where I'm going? Going to get myself some food over there. I'm hungry.
I'm going to go practice some more shooting, you know.
New content coming soon.
We got a little content piece coming as well.
We got some shit coming for you guys.
So many shout outs for everyone here.
Yeah.
Ultra Football, man. We love you.
Ultra
Shout out
Football.
Mitch.
Thank you, Mitch from Ultra Football. Everyone from Ultra Football, thank you for making us feel welcome today. Thank you for having us. We'll be here definitely again in the future. This has been Let 'Em Shoot. Make sure you like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thursdays. Come on.